Hey folks, welcome to another edition of BrushPile Fishing. It is a hot, blistering morning here in Percy Priest, Tennessee. We've got a summer show coming to you. My good buddy Kent Driscoll is going to join us. You know, when Kent's here, we always catch good fish and he gives great information. So I'm looking forward to this show. Hope you are. Stay tuned. We'll be back with BrushPile Fishing.
Many people look at a lake and feel a sense of calm serenity. Crappie fishermen feel the heart-pounding anticipation of the thump. That's why host Russ Bailey is addicted to crappie fishing. It's this addiction that takes Russ from the Midwest to the Deep South in search of the best lakes, techniques, and patterns from some of the best crappie anglers in the country. Right here on BrushPile Fishing.
Hey folks, welcome back to BrushPile Fishing. As you can see, we're getting a good early start this morning here on Percy Priest. You know this man, Kent Driscoll. Kent, how we doing, bud?
What's up, Russ? Welcome back, buddy.
I don't think I've seen you since our last Crappie Academy, man.
Yeah, I know. We had some fun at that thing, didn't we?
Yes, sir. So summer pattern, man. It's
That's
a little
right.
bit warm down here in Tennessee.
I tell you what, we got lucky today. It's overcast. It's only supposed to be 90 today. This weekend was 95, 96.
Yeah.
It was miserable. Yeah.
With heat index
Over
well
100.
over 100. Yep.
Yeah, over 100 degrees. So, you know, we do got to kind of take a few precautions. Stay hydrated. I've got a ton of waters to drink in here. Got a couple of hydration drinks. And I'll show you. I actually freeze a big jug of those hydration drinks.
Yeah.
And I drink one in the morning before we get out here. And then throughout the day, I'll drink a couple throughout the day to stay hydrated. So should be some good fishing though.
Summer pattern.
Absolutely. We're going to cast 64th ounce crappie magnet and trout magnet jig heads. We're going to tip them with a 1-inch trout magnet. And what it is, these fish want something really small right now. It's kind of a match the hatch situation. All the fish in the lake have spawned. They've moved out to these brush piles in the 15 to 20 foot of water. Okay. There's a lot of fry. It's kind of like, crappie are kind of carnivores. They eat their own.
Oh, yeah.
But they're also eating the brim and the yellow bass and everything else fry that's in this lake. So they're really looking for kind of a slow presentation. And we'll cast 2 jigs to them. We time about 20 to 24 inches apart. We'll let the bottom jig kind of drift down in the brush, keep the top jig above it, and just reel it real slow.
Gotcha. That's funny because back home in Ohio in the winter we downsize a lot.
Right.
But in the summer you don't think about it. But you said that's been a key.
Well, and most of the fish in this lake are black crappie. There is some white crappie in this lake, and black crappie just like a smaller bait and a smaller presentation. And here's what I found. When you're fishing with these smaller jigs like this, especially a 64th ounce and a 1-inch bait, a black crappie has a tendency to suck it in further. Okay? And when he sucks it in further, you're going to get a bigger and a deeper hook set.
Yeah.
You're not going to miss him.
Especially with that 64th ounce.
Exactly. So, man, it's fun. It's some pretty fast action. We'll bounce around. We're going to fish a couple brush piles, a couple stake beds. We might even fish one. I put one out last weekend just for grins and went back and fished it 3 hours later. There was 12 crappie on it. We caught 4 off of it. We're going to go look at it, too.
Let's give it a try. You ready?
All right, buddy. Let's go.
Percy Priest. Here we go, folks. Getting started, folks. First time I've used the 1/64th ounce eye hole, so I got it loaded up. Kent,
Did you put a slab bite on there?
got the orange on there, the orange slab bite.
All right, so I've got the 2 chartreuse heads on. They're 64th ounce trout magnets. I've got cotton candy. That's my color, and you can see I've got an orange slab bite on there. And I think Russ has got
the, I believe, show enough.
Yeah, you've got 2 showing offs, and you've got an eye hole jig on the top.
Yes,
the double
sir.
rig. Yeah.
64th ounce eye hole. That's awesome.
It's gonna fall real slow. And being that you are my guest, I'm gonna give you the first cast. So give me just a second. Hang on. Give you the first cast. I'm gonna do a little active captain with my Garmin, which I absolutely love.
And folks, we're using a live scope today just to see if these fish are here. They're loaded on this brush pile, and then basically we don't even need that screen today.
No.
Get on them.
You don't need it at all. So you can see them. They're on there. All right, Russ, you're up. First cast. There you go. And just get it down to about 10 feet and just reel it real slow. Bring it right over the top of that brush.
Here's the lake information, sponsored by Mossback Fish Habitat.
Kent, how long you been fishing, Percy? You've been down here for a while.
Almost 10 years now. All right, drop it down in there now. All right, you're right on them.
Yes, sir.
Ought to get a bite.
Some clear water.
Yeah, that's another reason these trout magnets work as good as they do.
There we go.
Fish on.
First cast, I'll take him. Come here. Now back home, that's a good little cleaning size. How big they got to be here, Kent?
10 inches. So that's a keeper.
First one, first cast of the morning.
Yeah.
And you had talked about predominantly black crappie here, and that's what we get.
Yeah.
The other thing Kent said in the opening was with a smaller bait, they'll engulf it. That is way down there.
Yeah, there you go. Good way to start it out there, buddy.
Your gear and conditions, sponsored by Millertech Lithium.
Beautiful morning. It's gonna get a little bit warm, but it's not bad this morning, is it?
Yeah. First cast.
There you go. There we go. Ooh, this might be a little bit bigger fish than I had last time. Maybe.
Let's see what you got, boss.
Might not be too shabby.
Oh, yeah. Now look at there. You got a white crappie.
There we go.
That's another keeper.
Yes, sir.
Look at there. White crappie, little black crappie. Mine's not going to make it.
So we've had 3 casts and 3 fish.
Yeah.
That looks good, thank you.
Summer fishing, baby.
Tell you what, man, they are on this pile. This is awesome. 3 casts, 3 fish. Oh! Kent, for someone that's never been here, what kind of limits do they have? We talked about size, but what's the number?
30 per person.
That's a lot of fish.
Yeah, it's a lot
That's
of fish. Yeah, it's a very liberal limit.
What you got there, Mr. Driscoll?
Got me one. I think I got a little guy though. I don't know, he's probably a keeper.
Now with these 64th ounce, it takes them a little bit time to get down there.
Yeah, they fall about 1.5 feet a second with 2 of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's a cool thing. Look where that fish is hooked right there in the mouth. That's what I was talking about. They suck them in further.
Yeah.
These little baits, they suck them in, and you just get a really good hook set.
Folks, as far as water temperature, we're at 81, almost 82 degrees. So it's warm. Now, when will they start to group on these brush piles like this?
They're doing it now. These
Okay.
fish they're moving out. They spawned, back March, April on this lake, and they're still in the back of the pockets. They basically just move out to a little bit deeper water.
Okay.
And I think they come out to like the first drop off and the first kind of set of structure and that 15 to 20 range. And they'll stay here most of the summer. They'll get a little bit deeper throughout the summer, but they really like that 15 to 20 range. You see I'm getting a little bit close to that thing. I hit my crappie brakes.
Yeah.
Back up. You talk about a cool deal. These crappie brakes are the real deal.
Boat
All right,
control.
let yours down, let yours fall. All right, there he goes. He's on it. Now catch him. Reel it away from him.
There, I got him. There, I got him.
Isn't that crazy?
Black nose, I believe.
Did you get a black nose?
I think. Nope. Oh,
All right.
hold on. So we have caught black and white off the same pile.
Yeah, isn't it funny how they mix together like that?
Yeah, yeah.
Doesn't bother them.
Boy, they're warm to the touch too.
Yeah, that one's right at 10 inches. If you want to measure them, or not, just throw him
We'll
back.
throw him back.
We'll catch plenty. Real slow, just work that bait. Yeah, you're coming right across the top. You got one following yours now.
Will he take it?
Yep. If you think he's there, set the hook. Okay, see how I did? I just barely felt that fish. He didn't really bite it real hard. I just barely felt him. Yeah, another white crappie. Man, I just love the fact.
I love finesse fishing. And
Oh,
you
I do
talk
too.
64th ounce jig,
And
man.
4 pound test, and again,
Yeah.
I mean, he just sucked it in. See how far he sucked it in?
Yep.
And he's hooked in the roof of the mouth. That fish would have never got off. Missed him. Yep, he's following you.
Oh, I got him.
I missed him and you caught him.
I appreciate that, Kent.
That's a pro right there.
Ooh, good fish.
Yeah, good job, dude.
Fish.
Heck yeah.
We'll take
Oh, you got
him.
him on top.
Yes. We'll take him.
Is that the first one on the top jig?
It is.
Yeah. Oh, you had him pegged in the top of the mouth. That's
Yes,
a keeper.
sir. That's a good fish, black crappie. Catching both this morning, folks. We have been on the water literally about 15 minutes. This has been a blast already. And if you wanted a good mess of fish to catch, we've already caught them.
Hold him right there.
Hey, quit missing.
I was trying to catch one and trump you.
You know, they're hitting it good enough you can feel it, but
Yeah.
not thumping it.
You missed him and I caught him.
We're,
Payback.
we're even.
Payback.
We're even.
Payback. I got a
Yeah,
white
but that one that I caught was, what, 3.5 pounds?
Yeah.
Right at.
Yeah. A little white crappie there. He's probably 10 inches, but I'm gonna throw him back.
Oh yeah, straight out. Did you get one?
Oh, I got a runner. I got a mad one.
That might be a good.
Yeah, he's a good one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. God, look at that fish. Look at that. Can't even see the bait. That's what I was talking about, folks. That little bitty jig. See how far he sucked it down? Got him right in the top of the mouth. Another Percy Priest keeper, about 11 inches long. Love it.
Definitely takes some time. You got to be patient and let them get down there.
Yeah, just let it fall right down in there to him. You know, and you can count it down too, like I was talking about earlier. You know, you can count it down.
Yeah.
If you count it down in 1,000, 2,000, count to about 7 or 8, you'll be down there about 12 feet.
And that's with the two.
That's a foot and a half.
64s.
Yeah, it's 2 64s falling about a foot and a half, a second. I'm gonna cheat. Put one of the. This is the new slab bite from Crappie Magnet right here.
Orange.
What and hey, what I do too, and this is a good little tip. When I put that slab bite on there, I cover up the point of the hook because I'm gonna let this jig fall further down in the brush this time, and it helps keep from getting hung. So
Makes it a little bit weedless.
it does make it a little weedless. Love this new color, man. That orange is something else. But you know, the funny thing about this place is look at all the shad in here.
Yeah.
I mean, this lake is just got tons and tons and tons of bait. And that's what makes it such a good fishery. You know, crappie, bass,
Now,
it's got smallmouth bass, hybrids. This thing's got huge hybrids in it and stripers too.
Will you guys get a clear thermocline here in the summer?
Yeah, it'll start here pretty soon.
Yeah.
It's not far at all. We've had a lot of high water this spring, and you know the high water. When we have high water, they pull a lot of water.
Yeah.
And when they pull water, it pulls the thermocline out. All right, Russ, check this out.
Okay.
I put this brush pile out last Saturday, and what it is, it's a Mossback fisher tractor.
Gotcha.
Okay, and you're gonna laugh, but I trimmed some limbs out of my backyard.
And put in the Mossback.
Yeah. So this thing's like a giant Frankenstein Mossback. That's what we call it. We call it Mossback Frankenstein.
Oh gosh.
But I put it out Saturday, and I came back to it, and we saw 12 fish on it and caught 4 of them. It's only been out, and look, I can count these fish right here.
Yep.
There's 15 fish sitting on top of this thing.
I put out one in a lake back home. Same thing, we put it out that morning before we left that afternoon, went back.
Yeah.
Fish were on it already.
But you can look at this thing. You can see I put the big limbs down in the bottom of it.
Yeah.
And it's kind of shaped like a pyramid with limbs in it. All right, you get first cast because I'm coming in hot. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's got the perfect cast.
That's why I shoot, Kent.
No
we talked
pressure.
about that earlier.
No pressure. There he goes. He's going down the top of it. Oh, yeah. Stop it right there. Here comes one. He's already following it.
On the Mossback, first cast.
Boom. Boom. Oh, look. You draw him.
Got me a little bluegill.
But look, you pulled him off the Mossback.
It's this big bluegill. Scared him.
Yeah. You know, there's some giant bluegills in this lake. That's a nice one there. There's some really big ones in this lake.
Folks, we pulled into 3 brush piles now. Well, this is a Mossback, and the first cast on every one, we caught a fish.
Hey folks, just real quick, I want to show you how we tie this double jig setup. So I'm going to take my top jig and I'm going to run the line through it, and I'm going to pull down about 3.5 foot of line, and I'm going to make an overhand loop knot. Okay, you see my loop. And I'm going to take this little 64th ounce trout magnet jig head, go through that hole 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. Okay. Once I get it through there the 3rd time, I'm gonna wet my fingers and wet the line, and I'm gonna pull it tight with about a 1-inch loop. All right. So there's the top jig. Now, here's something that I do personally that helps me tie these the same way every time. Is I hook that jig in that second eye. Okay. I pull out a little bit of slack. All right. And I take the line, I pull it tight, I pull it down to that eye keeper, and I go 1 inch below that eye keeper, and I cut it off. And the reason I do that is that's going to space out my jigs around 20 to 24 inches each time I tie this setup, okay? So now I'm going to my bottom jig, and I'm going to do the same thing. Just run the line through the jig, pull out about 2.5 inches, tag line, make a loop, and I'm gonna go through the loop 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Now, I'm gonna put that loop behind the eye keeper, and I'm gonna make a smaller loop. So I pulled it tight a little bit, wet my fingers, and then I'm gonna cinch it down, and I've got about a 1/4 inch loop there. And then I just trim that tag line. Oh, I think he had it.
Get him?
Had it, yeah.
Good.
I barely felt that fish. I mean, I barely
They
felt
are
him.
just not.
Barely felt it. That's a nice one. Good on him.
Good one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nice little crappie there. You know, we've caught all good eaters, but you know there's some good fish in here. That's a nice fish. Good job, Kent.
I didn't feel him hit it, Russ.
It has been light.
Pegged him right in the top of the mouth, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. It's a nice Priest crappie there. Ooh, I see him. They're coming out. They're after you.
Yep. There we go.
Attaboy.
Boy, you,
Hey, that was...
Kent, when I say light,
that was perfect,
that's a
dude.
good fish.
That was perfect.
Yeah.
You need a net, you got him.
Yeah, it's a good fish. Now, so we started out on a couple brush piles, caught some good cleaners. The Mossback this morning is holding a little bit better fish.
Yeah.
Now they're a little bit finicker here, but nice little black crappie there.
Yeah.
Oh, he come back for you, didn't he?
Yeah.
Ain't that wild? You
Oh,
pull up
yeah.
one more pile and they're active.
This one was mad here.
That's a good one.
He was mad.
There we go. This might be a good one too there, Mr. Driscoll.
You double up?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's going to be good. Oh,
Yeah.
yes,
Look at that
it
fighter. Ooh, you got him on the top jig.
Sorry about that, Kent.
All right, Mr. Cameraman. Oh, it was in my, look, it was stuck in my ankle. Now I got mine in my hat, look.
Look at there. On the top jig again.
Yeah.
Couple good ones there.
That's nice. Yeah, these are nice.
We just pulled off one pile that the bite was, I mean, you couldn't get them to hit.
Yeah, but look at it.
2 casts in here and this thing's loaded.
Yeah. The fish they're up a little bit higher. Double, double. Got mine on gunmetal. What'd you get yours on?
On the pink.
Oh, cotton
pink.
candy. Man, what a great picture.
Yep. Boy, it has been a fun morning. We haven't even been out here that long, folks, and it has just been a great bite.
Hour and a half.
Yeah.
I know we've got at least 15 keepers back there and thrown back, I don't know, 10 more probably. Yeah. All right, so I'm coming in the back. That's me in the back there. We'll stop it and just reel it right into them.
Got one chasing. Get him?
Yeah, I came in from the bottom side again.
Oh, yeah. This one's got some good fish in it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You got it?
Yeah, I got it. Head shaker.
This one's got some good fish.
There you go.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, baby. Thank you, sir.
That's good Percy Priest fish.
Yep. How about that? That's a nice one right there, Russ.
Yes, sir.
Little black crappie. He's starting to get a little thicker across the back. See how he's getting kind of thick in the back right there?
Yep.
Yeah. Pretty fish right there. He's probably 13 inches.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, all right, all right.
Yeah, baby. Folks, I am fishing right now with one of the latest inductees to the Legends of the Outdoors Hall of Fame inductee, Mr. Kent Driscoll.
Hey.
Dude, that is awesome.
How about that?
That is awesome, man.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. There's a lot of really deserving people in that Outdoor Hall of Fame, and I am very humbled to have that opportunity. And I believe it's coming up the third or fourth weekend in August. They do it in Springfield, Missouri, at the Bass Pro Shops headquarters. And I'm going in with a couple of guys that were kind of been my mentors. Bill Jordan from Real Tree Outdoors is going in. And man, I started watching his deer hunting videos years ago, 20 plus years ago. He's one of them. Will Primos from Mississippi. Will
fish.
Also, look at that nice crappie.
Look at that.
Will Primos is going in. And
Lose him. Hang on a second, Kent, with that thought.
hang on a second,
Look at
I'll
there.
get you one too.
You
I
got
got
one?
a small one. Yeah, I got a small one.
There
But
we
Will
go.
Primos is going in with me. And I got a striper. And Bill Carson from Hummingbird. You know Bill?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Bill's going in. There's a couple of guys that got nominated too. So that's gonna be a lot of fun.
When I heard the news, man, it's like, it's well deserved.
Look at there. That striper ate my gunmetal trout magnet off the hook. Tell me he didn't want it.
And now, the BrushPile Gear Check.
Hey folks, it's Kent Driscoll coming back to you. Doing the BrushPile gear check this morning, just showing you guys what we're using. We started off with the B&M series TCB rod. It's a 6.5 foot, 2-piece ultralight, and this is a true ultralight. Very light, very sensitive, and it's got a very flimsy tip, and it really helps you detect this light bite and help you cast these really, really light 64th ounce jigs. I've got the B&M Pro 50 reel. I'm using 4-pound high-vis line. We've got 2 of the trout magnets tied up. I've been fishing the gunmetal, which is the silver and white, on a chartreuse trout magnet head. Both these are a 1/64th ounce. And you can see there's my little trout magnet box right there. And my main man, Russ, and we didn't really keep up with who caught how many, but man, we were whooping them. He's been using the cotton candy this morning, and that is a white bottom side, and then kind of a bright pink top. And then he had on a trout magnet, 1/64 ounce jig, and he also had on a 1/64 ounce eye hole jig. And he was loading up that eye hole jig with the crappie magnet slab bites. So, hey, you guys give this setup a try. It is especially deadly on black crappie, summertime fishing, casting to brush piles or stake beds. Hope you enjoyed the show today, and we'll see you on the water next time. Oh, I came right through them.
So did I.
What do you got?
That's a crappie.
Heck yeah,
Good
that's
one.
a nice one.
Come here. Come here.
Attaboy.
There we go. Another good fish.
Yeah.
Chartreuse and show enough. Another good one. It has been an absolute blast this morning. We are in the end of June, if you didn't catch that in the beginning, folks. So it's warm down here, but it's been great.
Hang on.
What you got?
Oh, well. I got one, but he's not as big as yours. I
Another
caught a
white.
one. A little white crappie. Man.
Feed that to this one for dinner there, Kent.
Yeah, no kidding.
Another good fish, folks. It's been a fun morning. Folks, I hope you enjoyed today's show, or this morning show, I should say. Percy Priest, summertime fishing. Kent, throwing them double trout magnets. Dude, this is something I haven't done. This was a ball today.
Man, is that not fun?
It was. And you know, the thing that I noticed too, we caught fish right off the bat.
Yep.
But as the day went on, we caught some of the bigger fish. It was just an incredible morning. It really was.
Yeah, I tell you what, man, this ultralight setup, you know, this TCB combo, and you know, the two 64th ounce light jigs,
yeah.
light line, you know, really small baits like we talked about, you know, staying back from the fish, casting to them. We had to work it real slow, and the bite got kind of finicky there for a minute, and then it started picking up as the sun got up.
Sure.
So, man, what a fun day. You know, I'm really glad you came down and got to experience Percy Priest again. This is a great lake. It's got a ton of fish. We caught some really nice fish, caught a lot of 10, 11, 12-inch fish. I think we got one or two back there, probably 13-inch fish.
Yeah.
A nice mix of mainly black crappie, but we did catch some nice white ones too. So, man, just a really fun morning. I appreciate you coming out.
But no, Ken, it's always
Yeah.
good fishing with you.
Thank you, man.
Percy Priest summertime fishing, folks. If you haven't tried to get down here, you'll have a ball. I hope you enjoyed today's show, and stay tuned. We'll be back again with BrushPile Fishing.
Special thanks to B&M Pole Company, War Eagle Boats, Crappie Magnet, Slime Line Fishing Line, Cornfield Fishing Gear, Eye Hole Jig, Easy Drift, Driftmaster, Offshore Tackle Company, Power Pole, Mossback Fish Habitat, Purpose Built Optics, Garmin, Stan's Slip Bobbers, Bob's Cycle Repair, Millertech Lithium,